Hey everyone, welcome to this weekend Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for April 23rd and 24th, 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link because the signs are different. All right, so we just had a full moon in Virgo, so things are still very much illuminated at the moment in terms of our self-improvement, finding the middle path with things like analytical energy, our self-improvement, perfection, right? These kinds of matters. I think it's great for personal development. This is both on an internal level, but also on an external level as well, such as through our routines, our regiments, our diets, our work environment, whatever it might be. So that's still very much emphasized this weekend. And on Saturday, the moon is going to be shifting into Libra. So the key with this is that there is more of a concern for mutuality, for harmony, for balance in our life. So this could be particularly with relationships, finding mutuality and mutual respect in them. And I think being other-oriented is excellent with the moon here. And all in all, too, with the moon in Libra, it's about doing what's right, which is normal in life, and it's a good thing to always be focused on. But I think particularly here today, really seeing on what the right thing is. And, you know, what's really right is right for all. So that's going to be the moon in Libra, and then the aspects of the day does have Venus still conjoining up to Uranus, which is actually quite exciting. There is this freshness in the air, maybe with relationships, maybe with our values in life, which can be quite nice still today. And I think just being open to mixing things up, trying things that are outside of the ordinary way of doing things can be very enjoyable, right? Accessing that uniqueness, that unorthodoxy, that freedom in life. So that's going to be, I think, a strong emphasis. The moon is forming a few aspects on Saturday. We'll be sextiling up to Pluto and the North Node. So there is a bit of that depth, and I think intimacy and deep connections certainly available. Maybe some directness with our life purpose, possibly, which is nice. And the strongest lunar aspect is going to be with Mercury. The moon is going to be opposing up to Mercury, so there is this importance of particularly balancing our life, but with, I think, the communications, because the communications has been in Aries, right, Mercury. So they've been very direct. They've been very fiery. Maybe even the mental energy has been very active. So when it comes to the mind, when it comes to the communication, finding balance here today, there could be something particularly in the external environment, as there sometimes is with oppositions, that might confront us with the choice and the opportunity to balance things, to have that mutuality, to have that mutual respect. Maybe it's a direct idea, maybe it's a direct interaction or exchange or something like that. So it's all about balance, and I think finding the middle path when it comes to being direct and assertive with our ideas, while at the same time being other oriented and seeing that, of course, we can have mutuality and balance. So I think that's going to be important. It can also be quite healing, in fact, too, possibly in the later part of the day with the moon trining up to Chiron. So then as we go into Sunday, the moon will be void of course in the early part of the day. So I think it's great for taking that pause of the day with the routine, that time out for a second, or just bringing more presence into what we're involved with. Then as the day unfolds, the moon will be making her way into Scorpio, which is much more about the deep truths of life. In fact, for the next couple days, it's that part of the month to get deep, to get raw with self, to see where there might be some things that we've pushed away or hid away in our life so that we can accept them, right? And form that deeper bond with self, because that's where it starts primarily, is with self. And then, of course, that can externalize into relationships and into other areas of life. So the moon likes to protect. It's the private life. Going into unveiling Scorpio can really bring those deep emotions, deep things to the forefront. So again, it's all about acceptance of them and of self. And then that does, of course, lead to transformation and healing, which is what these signs are all about. So that's going to be the weekend. One thing I want to mention, too, actually, is that Mercury is going to be sextiling up to Chiron going into tomorrow. So there is a bit of this healing energy, particularly with our minds. And our minds, again, very direct, very fiery in Aries, now sextiling Chiron in Pisces, is reminding us of the immense importance of peace, of that alone time, of that presence, maybe doing some things to relax the mind, to get that tranquil energy. And I think that can be very therapeutic in fact, going into tomorrow. And I think it's important too, because Mercury is about to slow down. He's going retrograde later on at the end of the month. So there is this slowing down now in terms of what we have been focused on and thinking about with self or with our goals, our intentions, or just being very active mentally. So it's good to lead into that with a bit of this willingness to kind of pause for a second, take some time out, and relax the mind a little bit. So that's going to be the weekend in a nutshell. It's Saturday, Libra, that balance, tact, mutuality, specifically with maybe those ideas and that directness, and maybe even something exciting and new still going on here on Saturday, which can be nice with that Venus conjoining Uranus. Then as we go into Sunday, that void of course, early phase, I think it's good for presence, for pause, for meditation from the daily routine. Then as the day unfolds, getting deep with self, getting intimate with self, and perhaps doing some healing through relaxing the mind. All right, so I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on Monday.